Hi, I'm Katherine Messing. This is my video submission for your open position in East Grand Rapids Public Schools. Just a brief background about me. I've recently graduated from Grand Valley State University with a degree in English and Education with a couple minor details along with that. I've been working with kids for over 10 years in a variety of settings, from tutoring to coaching soccer to volunteering in schools, eventually being the lead teacher at a daycare. And I've been nannying a couple of boys the last few years, actually, who attend a school in East Grand Rapids Public Schools, which is how I got to know your district. I've gotten the chance over the last 3 years working with this family to meet some of the teachers and staff at one of your schools, get to know them, and really work with the boys that I work with on their schooling, especially with the interesting couple of years we've had. I started off getting to take them into the school in person, while the end of that year was continued virtually, and then got the privilege to work with their virtual school at home when they weren't able to go into the building the last school year. And this helped me a ton as a teacher, helped me learn how patient you need to be, even if you know the students well and you think you know what you're doing, how you are consistently learning and taking on new challenges every day. It was, like I said, an interesting experience, and I gained a lot from it. And I'm grateful that it came from your school, because I got to meet some of the teachers that did your virtual schooling, talk to them about how they tackled such an interesting year and learning on the fly how to do virtual school. And it made me admire even just those few teachers that I've gotten to meet within your school. And I would be honored to be a part of that team. I have a variety of background teaching. Like I mentioned, I've worked in a daycare, tutoring, nannying. I also work as an exercise instructor, so I pride myself on having this wide range of teaching experience, that whatever I am given to teach, I like to take pride in helping my students or participants enjoy that time teaching. And I think this makes me a good candidate, especially with younger kids, because not all kids love learning, as I'm sure all educators have come to know. And it's helped me learn to love learning even more, especially with the boys I've worked with who aren't the biggest fans. I would put my favorite children's book as The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. I know it's kind of an old one, and there are a lot of wonderful books coming out now that were really tough not to pick as a favorite, because they're just all so great. But The Giving Tree is one that was read to me a lot as a child. It was one of my mom's favorites, and it just stuck with me, and so it continues to be that number one spot. I think it's got a lot we can learn from. I think it's a very versatile book that we can use in a variety of ways as far as teaching from, as well as just being a good story to listen to overall. And I feel that I'm the best candidate for your position because I have a little bit of experience with your schools already. I've gotten the privilege to see how things work from that parent-family side, being a nanny with this family, as well as talking to some of your teachers. Like I mentioned, I've always admired the ones that I've met, even in just the few instances where I've gotten to talk to them about their experience, about their classes, and learn from them even in those short periods of time. As a recent graduate, I know that I'm coming in without any full years of teaching, but I do feel I have an advantage leading a classroom in a daycare on top of my student teaching, which was partially done internationally. I've done teaching in Belize this past year in a very lowly rated school that helped me learn how to teach any student, how to put my own background aside and really teach to the students that I am given. And that helped me learn a lot about how to be patient, how to be humble as a teacher, and really work with what I'm given. And so coming in, I feel I have the patience, I have the heart, I have the motivation to be a good elementary teacher. And because I've admired your school so much, I'm really hoping that you can give me a chance to prove I can be a good addition to your team. So thank you for listening, thank you for your time, and I look forward to working with you in the future.